Y'all, that one influencer with the scary side profile is getting dragged on social media right now, and you might not be so surprised as to the reason why. With that said, hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing amazing. We are going to be talking about, I'm sure you guessed it, Mikayla Nogueira. Shocker. Well, I mean, girl, of course you guessed it. She's on the thumbnail and in the title. So if you follow anything with Mikayla, then you know that she's obviously going through a divorce right now. Allegedly, because there are some people out there that don't think that her and Cody were ever married, girl. The way that she was just like so quick to move on from that man that she said was the love of her life. Absolutely insane. Kicked him right to the curb when that guy that she had interest in back in high school came back around and they rekindled while Cody was over there in treatment. Wow. So Mikayla is currently in her hot girl era and she's like really focusing on herself. She's watching what she eats. She's working out. She's having procedures done. She's getting hair extensions. That kind of thing, okay? She's also been going to a lot of events with her best friend Sydney as well as Samantha. They call themselves the Goofy Goobers. Well, the other day there was an event. It was the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary, you guys. 20 fucking years since Hannah Montana came out. I feel so old. I feel so old. I'm turning 38 this year, dear God. So before I go any further in this video, I do want to say a huge thank you to Lions Tea Exchange for once again sponsoring my channel. So I first told you guys about Lions Tea Exchange back in December and I've been enjoying their teas ever since. It's actually been cooler and overcast out today, so I've been sitting here enjoying a cup of the Emerald Green, which is this one right here. And normally I try to stay away from caffeine when it comes to teas, but I feel like this one has like just the right amount, so I've been kind of introducing it back into my lifestyle. Really been enjoying this one, but my ultimate favorite from Lions Tea Exchange, I told you guys last time, is the Raspberry Elderflower Rosé. This one, I hope that they come out with in just like a loose leaf form because I will buy this by the bundle. Bushel, however it is in the tea world, that is how I would purchase this because this is some of the best tasting tea that I have ever had. It has rose hips, apple pieces, licorice root, hibiscus flowers, which you guys know that I've been on the hibiscus tea kick for a while now because there are apparently a lot of benefits that come along with drinking it, like health-wise. Don't just take my word for it, but please look into it because I personally read enough about hibiscus tea that I was like, sign me up. It also has red rose petals and marigold petals in this tea. Coming into 2026, Dustin and I had a conversation and we were like, you know what, we want to start supporting more small businesses instead of these large ass corporations, which is what Lions Tea Exchange is. It's a small woman owned business from Texas. And to be like so for real with you guys, this is like a nice experience. Like I wish that I had the actual box that these 4 teas came in. I can't pick the other one up. That these 4 teas came in because just the attention to detail, there was a handwritten note because 2 of the flavors that I got, because when I originally ordered these, I was like, let me play it safe and let me get 2 that I'm gonna really love. And that was obviously the Emerald Green and the Raspberry Rose Elderflower. But the other 2 that I got was the Apple Cider Rubios, I don't know how to say that word, but also the root beer. And people in my comment section were like, root beer for a tea? I don't know so much about that. I literally only have, I think, 1 packet left in this root beer. I am so happy that I stepped out of the box with this one because I actually really do enjoy this. But getting back to the handwritten note that was inside of the box, it was to let me know that the root beer and the Emerald Green should not be steeped for too long, otherwise it could become bitter. Shout out to that note because I am definitely one of those people that I will steep that shit for a good long while. So I just opened one of these apple cider packets because I want to show you guys what the tea bag looks like because for me, the tea bag is very important because some of those will just leach a ton of microplastics into your hot water and you'll sit there and think that you're drinking something healthier and you're simply not. But this smells so amazing and I think this is actually still in stock over on their website. So if you are checking this out, definitely look into this one. This smells so good. This has cinnamon, orange peel, licorice root, apple cinnamon, French toast flavoring. So all of the tea bags are made of PLA, which is free of microplastics and is compostable. And as you can see, it comes on an extremely long string. So on top of the flavors that I've already shown you, they have many others that you can choose from over on their website. A few of them include Earl Grey, peppermint white chocolate, New York breakfast, lemon ginseng, strawberry lemonade, and one that I'm actually very excited to try myself. I'm gonna make an order, white peach. I want to show you a little bit closer up of the tea bag so you can just like see the quality of the ingredients. It's all made here in the USA. The only thing imported is the actual tea bag, which is from Japan. If you are interested in checking Lions Tea Exchange out for yourself, which I obviously highly recommend, especially if you are a tea connoisseur or you have one in your life, these are high quality functional teas, which means they're packed with ingredients that promote wellness in your body. So if you want to have a little bit more of a luxurious experience when it comes to purchasing teas, because we're literally tea connoisseurs now, join me in ditching the big box stores where honestly the tea flavors are boring and they do not care about your purchase. You do not get an experience. Go over to LionsTeaExchange.com. If you use my code, TheViewersVoice20, it's going to save you 20% off your order. Definitely recommend checking out this apple cider tea. This is so delicious. I want to say thank you again to Lions Tea Exchange for sponsoring my channel, but I also want to say thank you to everyone that supported the sponsorship last time to even make a second one possible. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate it. And now let's get back to the video. But the Hannah Montana phenomenon, because you could not escape anything Hannah Montana labeled back in the day, okay? It's been 20 years, so obviously Disney as well as Miley Cyrus were going to do something for the anniversary, like really give the fans what they want. I don't care what you say. Back in the day, that double CD where it was like Hannah Montana meets Miley Cyrus, great fucking albums. Honestly, probably just my opinion, some of Miley Cyrus's best work. Well, Mikayla went to this event and she went all out. She was posting about it over on TikTok. She hired a stylist for this, which she said really let her down and she did not really care for any of the outfits. So she ended up going in this outfit right here, but she also had a hairstylist like design a wig for her that was very Hannah Montana-esque, you know? And that wig has gotten her so much attention over on TikTok. There are a lot of people that are hating on that wig. They're saying, girl, looks like custom? What? But the other reason that Mikayla's getting talked about right now, and it's a conversation that's been going on for quite a while. People always say if Mikayla was to go missing and you try to slap her onto a milk carton, do you use the TikTok face or do you use the real face? Because it is extremely different. And there's a huge conversation going on right now of why does Mikayla's makeup look different when she's on her own personal social media compared to when people get like a candid photo of her or she's on a red carpet, something from like Getty Images, that kind of thing. Now, Mikayla has talked about this many times over in the past and she swears that she does not edit her photos like that. She does not use any filters. She just really knows how to get angles with lighting and that kind of thing, you know? Girl, there are so many of her fans that just eat that up. Like, yeah, it's just angles. Like, she doesn't edit her photos like that. She's told us, y'all, she's lying to you. Okay? She is a fucking liar. There have been many think pieces made over on TikTok about Mikayla and her looks, and a lot of people are pissed off about it. And honestly, when it comes to Mikayla and any beauty influencer that's getting called out for heavily editing their photos or using extreme filters in their videos, I think it's warranted. And I've always felt that way. And let me tell you why. Because if you are literally making a living off of reviewing products, reviewing makeup, making sure that it looks perfect on camera so you can make a sale, you should not be putting any color gradient. You should not be using any filter. You should definitely not be heavily editing those videos in CapCut. Y'all, I'm literally editing this video in CapCut right now, and I'm gonna change my face completely as I'm sitting here. You can give yourself a facelift, you can change the color of your eyes, you can change your hair, you can change the eye size, you can give yourself a facelift, you can literally change anything about your face. I use a fucking filter in every single video. I don't even care if it looks extreme sometimes. I'll be like, okay. Sometimes I can't see it correctly as I'm editing it back because I don't have my glasses on. Girl, I'll come on here looking a fool. So as I said, there's been a lot of discussion over on TikTok about Mikayla and her looks. And I want to say this before I play any of these clips, because I'm about to play a clip for you guys from Nina Poole because she's extremely upset about the way that people have been talking about Mikayla. I do not believe for a second that Mikayla Nogueira thinks that she is ugly. I think that she thought that back in the day, 100%. But all the money and time and effort that she has put into upgrading herself, I don't believe that she's there anymore. What I do believe, however, and know to be a fact, because if you follow any of the drama that Mikayla has been in over the years, literally any launch that she has coming, collaboration or just one with her own brand POV Beauty, the thing that Mikayla loves to do the most is tug on her followers' heartstrings so she gets the sympathy, and then they're gonna turn around and they're gonna sell out whatever the fuck she's selling. Because if you just go back over the past year, there have been many times where Mikayla has sat down to tug on her audience's heartstrings, crying in front of them, talking about how she doesn't understand how people don't think that she looks the way that she does in her videos when she's in person. She doesn't get why she doesn't look the same. She doesn't understand why so many people are confused by like, why does she look so different? Kayla sat down to address a few things that people say about her over on the platform, but the main one that she really focused on was that people say that she's ugly. It is apparently really catching up to Mikayla, all the alleged lying that she has done about using filters on her videos as well as filters on her photos. We have all seen the videos and the photos that people post when they see Mikayla out in the wild and they're like, oh my God, this is a completely different person. We have talked about it here on this channel. Every other channel has talked about it because honestly, she does go overboard when it comes to filters. Now, she of course will tell you that it is nothing but good lighting, makeup, and angles, which honestly, I do not think that Mikayla is the only beauty influencer that is lying about having filters on their videos. Now, I'm not going to name names, but if you guys want to be a little messy down in the comment section and leave who you think is lying about using filters in their videos, I just don't understand why lie about it. I have several filters on this video. I mean, you guys can probably tell. But what I don't understand from these influencers like Mikayla, because she has talked about people calling her out for using filters before in the past, I don't understand how people can use the filters on their video and then they act like they're so shocked, surprised, and they're hurt by people questioning, like, hey, maybe you don't look like what you look like online when I see you in person. Like, if we put you on a milk carton, we probably wouldn't know that that was you sometimes.
I want to address something that's been heavy on my mind for quite a while, my appearance and what I look like. I've said this a million times and I will defend it until I'm in the grave, that there are no filters on my videos. There's constant confusion about why I look different in person than in my videos. I want to make something very clear. I am aware that I'm not an attractive person. Sorry, I don't know why I'm fucking getting emotional over it. I'm aware that I'm not, like, aesthetically pleasing to look at or, like, photogenic. It's really easy to take a bad photo of me. I don't have the best side profile, which I've talked about and I've shown.
Girl, I feel the pain on that one because back in the day, I had a sickening side profile. I have gotten older. I've had a few little procedures done, nothing like invasive. I had that Kybella shit done, and honestly, I wish that I fucking didn't because I just wish that I didn't. So I get where she is coming from.
Sorry. Ugh. Anyways, I don't know why I look different in person. I don't. Like, I film on the TikTok app with no filters. I'm just sitting here talking to my phone, and this is what I look like. This is what I look like. But in person, I'm not as pretty or, like, attractive. And transparently, there's nothing I can do about that. This is the dumbest video ever. I had zero intention of crying in this. There's nothing I can do about my side profile, okay? I don't have an attractive side profile. And people really like to use that against me. But some photos I see of me, like, out in public, I like how I look. Majority, I don't. Because I'm not a photogenic person, and I'm not someone who is, like, a model. I'm not attractive. So, I do my best to look good online. Because I'm showing myself to 17 million people, like, sorry that I try to look good. But when you see a photo of me out in public, yeah, I get why I don't look very good. I'm just not photogenic like that. It's like in a candid photo, I don't look that good. I'm literally prepping my skin with fucking tears. I'm gonna tell you something, like, people who take pictures of me out in public or, like, any sort of, like, Getty images, like, they don't give a fuck about your insecurities. Like, if you have a stomach shot, like, your stomach is out and that you're insecure about, they don't give a fuck. If you have, like, saggy skin on your arms, which I have, like, excess skin all over my body.
Y'all, there are a few photos of me on Getty Images that she is 100% correct on that because they do not give a fuck. They are like that one friend. Everyone has that one fucking person in their life or had that one person in their life that will make sure that they look good in the photo, but everybody else looks like shit. That is Getty Images.
They don't give a fuck about that. Like,
They don't.
so yeah, it's gonna show in pictures. It's 3 minutes in and I should be almost done with my makeup. Hold on. I really need to get myself together because I'm trying to make a point here. People like to take the pictures of me I post on Instagram versus, like, the candid photos of me out in the wild. And I obviously look totally different because the people taking the candids of me don't know my angles, don't know what kind of photos I like, don't know my lighting. It's different. It's different. And I look really different when someone else is taking the picture. And I guarantee that you would too. And yes, I edit the pictures. Everyone edits their pictures. But I don't edit them as heavily as people think. I do not edit my body. I'm so sick of that lie. I'm 4'11". I weigh 135 pounds. Does that matter? No. People ask me how I'm a size 2. It's because I'm short and I can fit into a size 2. It's not because I'm skinny. I'm not skinny. My body proportions fit into 2 and 4 because I'm literally tiny. But when you're 4'11", the fat doesn't have a lot of places to go. So yes, I have loose fat on my arms, I have a stomach, I have back rolls.
Back rolls.
I don't know, like, why do people keep putting pictures of my fat in my comment sections? Do you think I don't know I exist with that? And I've made videos showing it openly. I can literally link it for you.
That is one of the most horrible decisions. One of the best, but one of the most awful decisions that TikTok ever made was allowing people to leave photos in the comment section of creators. There is one thing for certain, people are definitely not allowing James Charles to forget about how he apologized to his victims in his comment section because of those photos. So I didn't know that people were leaving pictures of Michaela's flabby arms in her comment section. That's really messed up.
Like, sorry that I like to put my best foot forward on my videos. Like, I'm gonna use the angles I like. I'm gonna use the lighting I like because I want to feel confident. I'm sorry that my stomach fat isn't hanging out of my clothes all the time. It doesn't mean I'm hiding it. Also, like, the constant conversation about my appearance. Who gives an actual like, literally. Does it even matter what I actually look like? Like, there's so much more shit going on in the world than to care so much about this. And do not hit me with the, yeah, because you're deceiving your eye. No, I'm not. There's no filter on the video. You're just making that up. There is zero deception on the video. Like, this is how I look on the video. Do I look this way all the time? Probably.
I have to say, the one time that I went over that I was doing a TikTok live, there are so many different settings to things that you can do to your skin. You can change the shape of your face. You can like really slim it if you wanted to. There are people, I've noticed that a lot of the times it's people that do crack. They will literally wear some glasses and they'll have their pupils be massive because that's a setting. I was like, why would that even be a setting? Like, why would you want to make your pupils larger?
Probably not. It doesn't mean I'm deceiving my audience. Anyways, clearly this has been bothering me for a long time. I'm just exhausted by the constant conversation about what I look like. Like, it's just like, enough. Like, we get it. I don't expect you to understand, but to have thousands of people criticize your appearance every day, it f**ks you up. I'm just saying, it does. It would f**k you up too. Like, like, I don't care what anyone says. My whole life, I have not been considered beautiful.
There were some people wondering, like, why, if it bothers Michaela so much, does she read her own comment section? Because she does have a team around her, apparently. So why not hire someone to do the comments for herself, at least for a little bit?
I am aware that I'm not. And it's not easy being a beauty influencer who's not beautiful. People try to break me down for anything they can, but specifically my appearance. Are literally whole ass TikTok accounts dedicated to comparing how I look online versus in real life. Do you know what that fucking does to me? Or do you probably don't even give a shit what it does to me because you don't treat me like a human being. And I'm really like, fuck. I don't want to bring up too much about EDs, but I'm not doing good in that department. It fucking sucks. I refuse to ruin this makeup. I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna get me canceled. I don't care. When I was 60 pounds heavier, people treated me so much kinder about my body, about the way I looked, because I don't know. I don't know. But now that I've lost 60 pounds,
That I'm actually like very surprised to hear, but I do know a lot of people are always talking about, is Michaela on Ozempic? Is she lying about how she lost weight? And I actually think that those questions ramped up after Jaclyn Hill, after telling everyone she was doing everything so naturally for how long, decided that she was going to come online and tell people that she had a little bit of help from her friend Ozempic.
it's like a sprint to find any flaw on my body that people can. Like, y'all find things wrong with me that I would never have even noticed. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that I get it. I get it. I know I look different in person. There's nothing I can do about it. Anyways, on a more positive note, I'm going to a makeup conference today, which is really fun. I want to try these new Glossier blushes. This is the Cloud Paint in shade Billow. Look at that. Honestly, that is giving ashy.
So regarding Michaela saying that there's nothing that she can do about how she looks when she's out in public, y'all have to understand, this is a work in progress. And I'm not even trying to be like shady right now because I was just telling Dustin the other day, sometimes when I'm making my thumbnails, I have so many pictures of these influencers in just like my downloads folder that I recycle a lot of them for my thumbnails. I'm sure you guys have noticed. But when it comes to Michaela, as I'm scrolling through all of my photos, you know how you just like hold down on the one button and it'll just go through all the photos? You can see what the photos are, but I can literally see the transformation of Michaela's face. I think Michaela looks great.
Like that, it's very light. I don't hate it. It's very purple. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry for this very much derailed video. I just don't get why we're still attacking people for their appearance in 2025. Like, y'all are all about anti-bullying, anti-this and that until you're not. I'm just asking for, like, a little bit of grace. Like, I get the whole wanting to make fun of me and hating me and not liking me and wanting my career to end and me to fail and blah, blah, blah. But, like, if we can just settle down on the appearance thing, then I'll be fine. Regardless, the world will keep fucking spinning. But I don't know. I just had to get this out. I've been holding it in for so fucking long. At the end of the day, none of what I'm saying matters, and I'm not asking you to feel bad for me or even care about what I'm saying. I just feels good to let it out, and now I can move on. Liner underneath solves all my problems. This is the ABH lip liner in Mocha, one of my favorites. Then I bought a new lipstick to try, Giorgio Armani shade 102. It looks like a really pretty, like, pink nude. Oh, is it a satin finish? I mean, pretty.
That's a pretty
I don't know
color.
why I thought it was gonna be matte, but I still like it. Anyways, I love you guys. Sorry for being a literal crybaby in this video. No regrets.
That freeze frame. I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand why people are so turned off by this video from Michaela. I think this is a conversation that she's needed to have for a good long while, because there are some people that take it a little far when they're talking about things like her appearance. I mean, there's so many other things. I mean, I'm sure you guys can list them down below in the comment section of reasons as to why Mikayla Nogueira could be dragged other than how she looks, you know? It is very shocking sometimes when people see their favorite influencer out in public and they look one way compared to how they look in videos, because they're kind of like, is that person? Is that like a doppelganger? Like, ooh, I'm not exactly sure. But I totally get where Michaela is coming from though, because I do not like candid photos at all. I do not like other people taking photos. I do not like other people taking videos, because you're always gonna get that one angle where it looks like you got the 6 chins, you got the saggy neck, and it's just the horrible fluorescent lighting too. Oh my God. So that was back in September of 2025, and we got our annual Michaela coming online and bitching about being ugly video a little early this year, because it is the end of March and Michaela has now graced us with a new upload. She said that this is going to be the final time where she actually sits down to address her looks and the think pieces that people are making about her side profile. And let me tell you, I have not watched this video in full yet, but it is a completely different reaction than she had in the previous clip that you just watched. So I have to say, in Michaela's situation, like every single time that she brings this up, I always just like think to myself, the saying is, you're not ugly, you're poor. I think that in Michaela's situation, she was both ugly and poor, but Michaela has had an extreme come up. So while she was ugly and poor, she gained a lot of money. So therefore she was just ugly with the means to go out there and do whatever procedure she wants. And I know a lot of people are probably like, oh my God, this sounds so harsh. There's so many people out there that lie and they'll try to say like, I would never do something like that. I just want to age gracefully. Girl, please. A lot of you are lying about that. I just fucking know it. If you had the fucking extra money laying around where you could go and you can get whatever procedure you want done, any nip, tuck, injection, whatever, there's a good chance, in my opinion, that you get it done. There's a lot of shit that I want to get done. Trust and believe. I want to lift like a lot. So in my personal opinion that nobody asked for, I think that Michaela is money well spent with the procedures that she has done. Now, sometimes has she gone a little overboard when it comes to the lip filler? I mean, a lot of us have. There was a time in history where I for sure had filler blindness when it came to my lips. Like I was looking back on pictures from like 2019, I want to say, and good God. Actually, no, it was 2020. I'm sorry. But it's just so crazy to me that Michaela will literally tell people that their eyes are deceiving them and their eyes are lying to them, basically, because there is a huge difference sometimes when you see her side profile in just like a regular photo, a regular video from someone else other than herself, compared to what she posts over on Instagram. And I know she's going to give us the excuse of, it's just angles, it's lighting, I'm going to put my best foot forward, that's all you're going to see of me. Girl, your head is a completely different shape. I mean, an example could definitely be this image I'm putting on the screen right now. I'm gonna be honest though, I definitely relate to Michaela in the whole chin situation, because that was my biggest insecurity on my face for the longest time. And then it got the best of me in 2020. I went and I got Kybella thinking that it was going to fix my problem, which honestly, I didn't even fucking have. And now I feel like I still have that exact same problem. So I wonder if she's ever going to try Kybella. I did see a lot of other people in other comment sections, because Michaela actually limited her comment section on this video. A lot of people are of course thinking that the only reason that Michaela is even addressing this on TikTok is not because she's really bothered by this, but because in April, she's either going to have a restock or a launch of some new product. Honestly, I would not be surprised myself if that was the true reason, but let's see what she has to say.
This is the last time I am ever going to speak on this.
She swears.
Because it is a dead end conversation.
Okay.
We've talked about it for the last 6 years.
True.
And I'm just ready to put it to bed.
All right.
But quite frankly, the real reason I'm making this video is because I'm tired of my name constantly being lied on, and I can never defend myself. And I'm just done with that.
Obviously, this video is about my looks.
Already off jump, I do not know what she is talking about that she cannot defend herself. There has been many times over that Michaela has come online to defend herself and stand up for herself. Maybe she's saying like when she says something, people are just gonna like pick it apart and it's not gonna be good enough. But girl, are you not sitting down to defend yourself right now? That is what it is looking like.
My appearance, what I present online versus what is seen in public, out in the wild. Now,
Girl, not in the wild like she's some Pokemon. Can y'all let me know down below what your favorite Pokemon is? My personal one is Snorlax. Obviously, I have like, he's not in the video right now, but I have a little Snorlax over here. Snorlax is the best. Some people get on to me for that. They're like, how could that be your favorite Pokemon? Girl, Snorlax is the best, okay?
Have said so many times that I do not film my videos with filters. And I will fucking die on that hill. I am filming in the TikTok app as we speak. There is zero filter on my face right now.
And there it is, everyone, because when you film inside of the TikTok app, there is literally a retouch button that you can hit that is going to make you look flawless. Honestly, that's a little hack. If you do not know, if you do Instagram shorts or even like post on Facebook, record your next video in TikTok and then save it without the watermark, and it's going to be a lot higher quality than what you're going to get if you're just doing it with the front facing camera. If she was to do this just on the front facing camera, this is not what this would look like. But again, there are also ways that you can actually alter your face while you're on TikTok. I don't know so much about when you're just doing a video, but when you are on live stream, everything that I told you can do in CapCut, you can literally do right in the app.
Nothing. No beauty mode, no face altering filter. I don't even have lights on. I'm just sitting in front of a window on a cloudy day. And this is what I look like, okay? And I am aware that many people watching this are not going to believe a fucking word I just said, and I don't give a fuck.
She does not give a fuck, but she's going to sit here for over 9 minutes and she is going to bitch about it for the last time, she swears.
I do not give a fuck if you don't believe what I just said, because it has nothing to fucking do with me, and it's none of my fucking business what you think about me, okay? I have filmed front camera on the TikTok app for 6 years, and this is what I look like. And there is nothing I can do about the fact that you think I look different in person. I am filming on an iPhone camera with a front camera lens, which has somewhat of a fisheye, somewhat of a slimming angle to the face, okay? It is a two-dimensional camera. Now, when I was on the Hannah Montana Capit, I look hideous in that Entertainment Tonight video. That's just a fact, okay? I look terrible in that video. But any other videos you see of me at the event that were filmed by influencers or with influencers, I don't look like that video.
I would like to know who these other influencers are that she's referring to that she filmed videos with. I think she was actually like around Manny MUA. Girl, those people use filters too. I'm not saying what she's saying is necessarily wrong. However, how are we supposed to think that those people wouldn't give you like a little, hey friend, let me edit you as well?
Like, I don't know what happened there, but people took that video and just ran with it. That's what
the lighting
really
was shit.
Look like. I look fucking terrible in that video. I don't even recognize myself in that video. Anyone who's met me in person knows that this is what I look like. This is what I look like. And again, I cannot do anything about the fact that you saw a hideous video of me on the internet and you have come to the conclusion that I am.
And the angle in that video in her defense was complete shit. It was like right here up under the jaw. Her camera angle in this is slightly pointed down to give the more like chiseled jaw look.
Lying about the way I look and that I use filters and that there's a face altering whatever on my video. The problem I have with all of this is this lie that I'm.
Oh, by the way, going back to how people film on TikTok, a lot of these people will say that they do not use any filters in their videos. Cause you know, like if you're on TikTok and you see someone's video that is using a filter, normally at the bottom, it'll tell you exactly which one they used. Y'all, a way to get around that is literally, as I said, just save the video to your phone and then re-upload it. So I'm not saying that's what Michaela is doing. I'm just saying that's what some are doing.
Filtering and altering my face and therefore deceiving my audience. Like, fuck off. Okay? There is nothing I can do about what I look like on a front camera iPhone versus out in the wild on a shitty fucking camera lens with no lighting and no control of how I look, okay? This is what I look.
I want to know what camera, who did she say it was? Entertainment Weekly? I think that's what she said, maybe not. But I want to know what kind of camera they were filming on. Was it somebody's iPhone? Were they using the back camera? Because she said it was like a shit quality lens.
Like when I film my videos, and that's it. Okay. Again, I don't have any lighting on. I just have my phone sitting on a tripod, and this is what I look like. And I'm
great lighting in front of that window.
Because every fucking beauty influencer under the sun films their videos on their iPhone, on the front camera. Am I not allowed to do that? Like, I don't understand what you want me to do. You want me to make sure I look fucking horrible in all my videos? Like, I don't know what you're saying. Why is it such a problem that I film on my front camera with lights like every other fucking influencer?
Also, when you film on TikTok with the front camera, it does flip your face. So could that possibly be one of the reasons why people think she looks so different when they see her out in public or in other people's things?
Is it just because you don't think I'm pretty and you want me to fucking fail? You want to see my—
I don't think she's ugly.
Downfall? I don't understand. I am not deceiving my audience at all. This is what I look like. Zero filter, zero beauty mode, zero.
Are you referring to in everything about your career, or are we just talking about with your looks on the video? Because there have definitely been a few deceptive practices that Michaela has taken part in my opinion, of course.
Face altering, editing, anything. I don't post my videos privately and then delete it and upload it to a face altering app and then re-upload it. Like, none of that fucking bullshit.
Then how do you know that people do that, Michaela? How did you know?
That everyone keeps saying, okay? And I'm going off because I'm angry. I'm angry of this conversation continuously happening, and I just have to fucking put up with it. And
honestly, though, it does benefit her, as I said earlier in this video, whenever this comes up and people are really like hounding, because there are some people, I will admit, that have taken it very far when it comes to Michaela in the looks, like they're just wishing the worst for her. But let's be honest, at the end of the day, this does end up benefiting Michaela, which is why this is not going to be the last time that we are going to hear about this conversation from her.
Sit and act like everything is normal when, no, I'm tired of people saying bullshit about me, okay? I understand that I am not the most beautiful person. I understand that I'm not conventionally attractive. I understand that I have a horrific side profile. You guys love to remind me, okay? Actually, let me show you something. People kept putting this picture in my comments, right? Making fun of my side profile.
Okay,
I have
Natalie
a very prominent chin and a very unique nose, okay? And they're putting this in my comments, trying to insult me about my side profile. Again, just to show you.
Is that really her chin?
This is my side profile.
Oh, it is her chin.
Okay? I've had it my whole fucking life. What would you
like? Oh my God, like a moon.
Because if I go get a chin reduction or whatever the fuck you tell me to do and a nose job, then you're going to say I'm no longer authentic and the internet got to me and all these other things. Okay? But I stay true to myself and I have not.
I feel like they already say that about Michaela because she has had a lot of filler work done. People tend to do that when they are passing judgment on someone who has decided to get filler for themselves.
Touched my fucking face aside from my lips. Had being a beauty influencer who's not.
She doesn't have any filler in those cheeks or no Botox in that forehead.
100% beautiful all the time, and I have to work extra hard to look beautiful because if I don't, you guys treat me like this. You treat me like fucking shit. When I've done nothing wrong. There is no filters on my fucking videos, and I'm just tired. I'm fucking tired of people saying it. And that's why I shut my comments off, because I'm done hearing it. I don't have to listen to it. And like I said, yeah, people talk about me all the time. Any press is good press, bad, whatever. But I can still choose to protect my fucking people.
It really sucks for a lot of these influencers, but it's great for just the audience that's viewing. TikTok, I've told you guys before, has made it so you can leave a photo comment and you can't filter a photo comment because someone's just going to get a different picture and they're going to continue to post whatever they're going to post. So it's not like when you can go and you can enter certain words, so it's just going to be filtered out. A lot of these influencers are extremely pissed off about it, and one of those people is James Charles.
And that's why I shut my comments off, and I will block any motherfucker who has a think piece about my appearance. About whether I'm using filters or not. I will block anyone who fucking says I'm deceiving my audience with face-altering filters, or I use filters because I'm insecure.
She's going to have the longest block list in social media history, y'all. Wow.
I'm not. I think I am beautiful, okay? I like my unique nose and my chin and my green
Yes,
eyes
girl.
and my smile. But y'all love to tell me how ugly I am, especially when I'm caught in a bad photo. And I will continue to defend myself on this because it's bullshit at this point. Okay?
Girl, you told us earlier this is going to be the last time that you ever have this conversation. Now all of a sudden you're going to continue to defend yourself. Make up your mind. We all know you're going to continue to defend yourself, girl. And I think you should, because literally God has made you a lemon, so make lemonade.
Now, I've said a lot in 7 minutes, and people aren't even going to watch this whole video, right? They're going to take bits and pieces of it and make their little commentaries. But this is, like I said,
we're doing the full video over here.
Last time I'm speaking on this.
But you just told us that you were going to continue to defend yourself, girl.
This is what I look like, okay? Again, filming in the TikTok app.
All right,
there
queen.
Is zero lighting on right now. I'm just sitting in the fucking sun. If I were to turn my lights on, this is what I look like. This is with a warmer...
Hold on. Was there a shift? Hold on. I could have just been completely wrong. It looks like there's like a shift. Does her face shift right there? Or is it just because the tripod moved? Y'all let me know. Maybe it's because the tripod moved.
This is what I look like. This is with a warmer light. If I put a cooler light on, this is what I look like. Okay? This is the front camera with zero filters. If I get close, I have pause just like everybody else. I get close in my videos plenty of the time. Okay? Let me show you with the back camera. This is what I look like on the back camera.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to have a double chin sometimes from certain angles. Yeah, my side profile is not attractive. My makeup does look good.
She's a side sleeper. I want to know if she's a side sleeper, and I want to know if she sleeps on the left side that is appearing in this video, because it looks a little bit more deflated from the other cheek. And that is something that happened to me when I had filler in my cheek. I love sleeping on my side. I do. I had to get like a special pillow that would like hold my head in place, like awful. So automatically, just from the video being flipped, there is a difference.
But in some shitty lighting, maybe it doesn't. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what you want this conversation to end with.
That's kind of weird watching her like that.
What do you think's going to happen? Constantly talking about how I look. Because nothing's going to fucking happen. Everyone's allowed to have their fucking think pieces on me, but so am I.
Girl.
And like I said, this is the...
I'm not going to sit here and pretend that there wasn't a difference when she fucking switched that shit back around.
The last time I'm ever going to fucking talk about this.
Okay.
You can make fun of the way I fucking look in my comments. You can bully the out of me. But I just want you to know that says a lot more about you than it ever will about me. I have never talked down about someone. I have never made fun of someone's looks on this fucking app, and I never...
You literally were talking shit about Jaclyn Hill and her man's man bun in her comment section, ma'am. Yes, you were before the fame. Girl, I have never done this. Yes, the fuck you have. Shut up.
Will. And I hope you're fucking proud of yourself. I hope your family's proud of you for the way you treat me.
Well, they were. My mom's dead.
And I can imagine how you treat others as well. And just fuck you to anyone who's being an asshole to me. Okay? I'm in my I don't give a fuck era, and I meant that. So if you don't like me, I don't care. Okay?
This is what we need from Michaela and a lot of other influencers as well, especially over on TikTok, where it is so easy just to like select a comment and you can respond in a video and put someone on blast. Girl, I think that Michaela and other influencers should do just that and put some people on blast. If someone says something downright fucking vile and nasty, girl, you don't have to sit there and you don't have to fucking take that. Respond. Drag the out of them. Well, you think your audience is going to be like, so I'm going to unfollow because you drag someone. Girl, if someone's talking shit to you, defend your fucking self. Take the higher road, girl. Bye.
Like, I literally, like, please, why are you watching this video if you don't like me? And why are you so obsessed with me? Like, I don't know. But anyways, for those who have defended me and just been kind, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. And absolutely no one is going to stop me from continuing to pursue my dreams. But you can...
Nobody thought that because a few people were calling you ugly, saying that you look like that bartender from Shrek, that you were going to quit your career and walk away from the fame and the money, girl. No one thought that at all. That was never even a topic of conversation anywhere to be had.
Sure as hell try.
I was at the end. So one of the larger influencers that actually came to Michaela's defense after people spent days picking apart how Michaela looked on that Hannah Montana red carpet, Nina Poole uploaded a video. I believe that this was over on her Instagram, and she quickly deleted it because a lot of people were not so happy with how she like worded things in this video. Basically, she said that people need to start getting their ass beat once again. So I don't know. Let's see what she has to say.
People keep asking me what I think about like the Michaela situation and how people are making videos about how she doesn't look the same online as she does in person or in like red carpet events, which is still not in person to you because you're not there and you will never be there. Let's be so for real.
That's so crazy to say because I bet you there was a time when Nina Poole was first getting started that she probably, like Michaela did actually, because Michaela, as I said, was in Jaclyn Hill's comment section, talking about that man bun, but then also how great it was that Jaclyn was so rich and how nice it must be. There was probably a time where Nina Poole thought that she wasn't going to get on those red carpets or invited to those events. So that's not really a dig, bitch. Let's be completely honest, because TikTok has shown us that some of the people that you would never think would have an opportunity on social media just because of how nasty and shit of a fucking person they are, they're some of the most popular, girl. Anybody really has a chance, girl.
I think people need to start getting their asses beat again. I think it would be very beneficial to a lot of these people that make Reddit threads about content creators and influencers to start getting your ass beat. I think you've never had your ass beat. I think you've never had your ass handed to you. I think that...
Is this just about people that are talking about looks, or are we talking about anyone that says anything about an influencer? It always makes me laugh whenever an influencer thinks that they can just grow on social media and become extremely popular and post stuff publicly on a public platform and think that nobody can talk about them. Are you having an opinion on me? Oh my God.
You would really benefit from that. I'll beat your ass for free. You say some shit about me, I see you, it's on site. You want to say some shit to my face, it's on site. I will fight you. That's the difference between me and you, is that you'll sit there and make videos and profit off of people's looks.
Girl, I don't know if I really believe that, because there have been videos where you basically cried because people were upset with the way that you had an opinion on something, girl, because of the way that you talked about a dupe. Like you were so fucking like just so upset. People didn't like the way that you talked about a dupe, girl. So okay.
About people's looks, I will just fight you. So yeah, I think that would solve a lot in the world.
So what do y'all think about this controversial, as some people are saying, video from Nina Poole? Do you agree with her? Do you think that she took it too far? There are some situations in life where some people could benefit from getting their ass beat. I'm going to be completely honest. Like that cannot be denied. I'm sure you guys can name some of those situations down in the comment section. But anyways, y'all, that is it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please make sure that you check out this video's sponsor, Lions Tea Exchange, down below to save 20% off your order. I'm actually excited because I filmed that advert back in February, and I actually have a new package from Lions Tea Exchange with some flavors I have not tried. So you know what? I'm gonna go get a little zooted. I'm gonna make myself a little cup of tea, and I hope that y'all do the same. If you have made it this far in the video, please hit the subscribe button, the thumbs up button, the hype button, any button that is on the screen right now, please click it. Leave me a teacup emoji down below or the tea kettle, whichever one comes up first for you, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.